OMG. Hello. Oh gosh.
Hello.
The timer is so dramatic. Anyways, let me get this started. We're going to be playing Start Again because I played A Date with Death from the same developer, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna buy this game because it seemed pretty fun. Also, it seemed the reviews were so sad. They were all like, what tears are you even talking about? And so, who knows? I've played worse. Let's see. There we go. Right? Yep. Alright. We are going to begin. I'm so excited. I just realized I have to read it. It was quiet, silent, noiseless, but not quite tranquil. It was the kind of quiet that became something more, a silence that pierced through the building, tearing it away from reality and pulling it into its own dimension. A quiet that was both terrifying and calming all at once. Silence filled the void where humans used to exist. Now all that was left was the ghosts of those long gone. But for those lost to humanity regardless, this would be their new haven. Sebastian opened his eyes, surrounded by that silence. Where? I don't know how to do voices. His hands found his temples and he massaged gently, trying to ease the pain that had begun to take over his mind. Look at this. This is so pretty. When that didn't work, he first turned to the room he found himself in. The room was dark, whether that was because it was night or because all the windows had all been covered. Sebastian didn't know. His eyes scanned everything with growing suspicion. I was at home. How did I get here? Is anyone else here? Hello? Nothing stirred in the darkness. It was all was still. I can speak. He jumped to his feet and cautiously took a step forward. The floorboards, damaged from what looked like years of battling against the weather, creaked underneath his careful footsteps. Hello? Anyone? No one answered. If there's any ghosts here, I promise I'm not an exorcist. I'm not even sure how I got here, but I don't mean you any harm. I'm just gonna leave now, okay? I already love him. Sebastian walked towards what looked to be the entrance to the house. The door was large and imposing, made of faded wood with deep engravings. Thick scratches ran down the wood. Oh! Sebastian took the door handle in his hand and attempted to turn it, but was met with a loud click instead. Locked. Oh goodness. Eep! Oh god, Miss Ghost Lady, I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to encroach on your territory, and I really want to leave, like really, really. So please would you let me out? I'll never come back, and I'll make sure no one ever disturbs you. I'm going to die, 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 I'm going to die. That's so real. I promise I don't taste good. Look, I'm way too skinny, and I have no meat on my bones. But maybe you don't eat humans. You want to take over my body? Is that it? I'm sorry, but I really need it. Maybe we could share if you just let me go. I already love him. He's great. Sebastian stumbled backwards, eyes flicking all over the room until the back of his legs hit a small packing box. It was taped shut. Oh, there's something in there. Sebastian crouched down and put his ear to the box. It was moving from side to side slightly, and a muffled sound came from within. Help me! I should have left. Come on, Sebastian, you watch a horror movie or two. Is the ghost more likely to curse me if I open the box or leave her in there? Okay, I'm opening it. Here goes nothing. With one swift movement, he ripped the duct tape from the top of the box and pulled open the flaps. Inside was a little girl with hair almost as pale as the moon, sitting there huddled into a ball, with tears in the corners of her eyes. She did seem to be a ghost. Oh, actually? Are you okay? No. Where am I? I don't know. I just woke up over there. Oh. Come on, let's get you out of this box, okay? Sebastian held out his hand and silently prayed she wasn't a ghost. When her hand met his, instant relief washed over him. Okay, not a ghost. I thought you were a ghost. Wait, you're not, are you? The little girl shook her head, with long hair flowing side to side. Okay, that's good. Well, my name is Sebastian. What about you? My name is Nini. Yeah, Nini. Okay, nice to meet you, Nini. I'm not sure how we got here, but it's about time we left, don't you think? Nini nodded her head, using her sleeve to wipe the tears out of the corner of her eyes at the same time. Oh my gosh. Let's take a look around the room, alright? Maybe there's other people here. Or if there's not, why is it just the two of us? Sebastian couldn't help but cringe with each step the two took around the room. The creaks and groans echoed through the house. If anyone or anything was nearby, they would have had, oh my gosh, they would have been heard easily by now. Wow. Sheets laid across much of the furniture and dust laid across the sheets. Whoever had once lived here had left quite some time ago. Mr. Sebastian? Yeah? I think there's someone over there. Nini pointed into the dark corner of the room. Dated pieces of furniture concealed whatever was hidden over there. How do you know? I thought I heard someone say something. Okay, well, I'd love to look, but now I'm suddenly thinking about the ghost thing again. There's no ghost here, silly. Ghosts aren't real. Whoa there, little lady. What do you mean? Of course ghosts are real. Really? Yes. It was the summer of '64 when I first met my ghost. You're not that old. Nope. Okay. I may have never met a ghost, but I am certain this is a haunted house. How can you know? It's all the telltale signs. 1, strange noises. That was me, though. 2, all the doors are locked. Couldn't someone else have locked them? 3, it's way too cold in here. Isn't it the middle of winter? And lastly, I feel like someone's watching me. Again, I think that's probably me. That's how I know this is a haunted house. He's just pretending she's not hearing. He's not hearing her. Okay, I'll go check over there myself. Don't worry, I'll protect you from back here. Sebastian gave Nini a thumbs up and a reassuring smile. She nodded back enthusiastically, as if she truly believed that he had her back. If you really are a ghost, I want to help you. You got this, Nini. She crept closer and closer. There's someone there. Sebastian crept closer, looking over Nini's shoulder. Indeed, there seemed to be a shadow of someone lying in the corner of the room, mostly hidden. A chair made of rotten wood sat in the way. Sebastian tried to pick it up and move it, but the leg instantly snapped off. He picked it up. Now I have a poking stick. I love Sebastian. He's so real. Won't he be upset if we poke him? Nah, I'm sure he doesn't mind being poked. Hey. Well, in good news, he's not dead. Yay! Where? A man with white and black hair sat up rapidly, then scooted in the opposite direction of the little girl and the man with the chair leg. Man, if only it was just white hair, then it'd be Gojo. Oh, whoa. He looks cool. Sebastian, don't worry, we're not here to hurt you. Oh, except her. Who knows what she'll do. Hey, I'm not gonna hurt anybody. Where am I? Well, that I don't know. but I can tell you where we aren't. I don't think this is a circus or a hospital or the aquarium. I'm pretty sure this isn't my house, but not certain on that one. It doesn't look like a school or a... Okay, just shut up. I love Sebastian. Yes. Hey, what's your name? If I butchered this, I'm sorry. Mikhail? I'm gonna say Mikhail. I'm Nini. Alright, Sebastian, Nini, what are we doing here? I don't know, I just woke up a little while ago and got her out of a box. A box? Yeah, like a packing box, duct tape shut. Do you know who put you in there? Nini shook her head. I don't remember anything. So, let me get this straight. None of us remember how we got here, and now we're in some kind of haunted house. That's what Mr. Sebastian said anyway. Fine, a haunted house. Why do I feel like if I told you we were in a haunted house, you would have told me to shut up? Because I would have. How did I say it? Michaeli stood from the ground and brushed himself off. Okay, Sev, Nini, we need to get out of here. Where have you searched? What? I said, where have you... No, I mean, what did you call me? Sev? Isn't that your name? Well, people usually call me Sev, but I don't remember mentioning that to you. Do we know each other? You wouldn't forget me if we met before. Look at this handsome buck. Yeah, we don't know each other. I wouldn't forget someone with such a big head. Hey, Mika. Michaeli. You seem like a Mika. I like Mika because I can pronounce it to me. His face turned pink. Call me Michaeli or I'll use that big head of yours to open the door. Sev put his hands up in fake surrender. Fine. We tried the door, but it wouldn't budge. I don't even think my head would change that, Michaeli. Attention, phantoms. The timer has now begun. You have 2 hours to escape before the house is decimated. Oh my gosh. Good luck. A time appeared from somewhere unseen, projected onto the wall. In front of their eyes, it changed from 2 hours to 1 hour and 59 minutes remaining. What the hell? Who said that? It wasn't me. No shit, Sherlock. It sounded like it came from a speaker. Is someone watching this? Do you think it's some kind of pervert? No, I think it's someone who wants to see all 3 of us dead. That seems worse. What's going on? Her large eyes blinked over and over again, as if she was trying to stop herself from crying. Sev knelt down to be eye level with her. It's okay, someone put us in here, but we're gonna get out again. You just have to be brave. Okay. I need you guys to think. I'm always thinking. Properly, Sebastian. What's the last thing you remember? Nini spoke up first. I was just at home. That's the last thing I remember. Sev? I think I was in a train? No, a factory. Or was it a church? Can you be serious for just 5 minutes, please? I am being serious. It's like my memories are all fuzzy. Did you hit your head or something? I don't think so. Well, I can't really remember whether I did or not, so maybe I did. Forget it. Then what about you? I was with someone somewhere. That's very informative, thank you. Like your recount was any better? I wonder if if they were dating before. Touché. This is going nowhere. Come on, we need to search the rest of the house. Time's already ticking. Following your lead. Oh, hello. Someone else. Wait. Michaeli had already moved to leave through what looked like a long, dark corridor. He paused, a look of mild annoyance on his face. What? Please don't say something stupid and waste our time. No, it's just, aren't we missing someone? Missing someone? Like, shouldn't there be 4 of us? Why? What do you know? Oh, what do you know? Like, accusatory. Nothing. I don't know anything. It's just a feeling, I guess. We already searched the room. There's no one else. No, we're definitely meant to have 4 people. Sebastian, you're starting to get on my nerves. You know what this looks like to me? Someone purposely stalling us. And what if I am? Then I would be led to believe you were also the one who brought us here. Michaeli's body stiffened up. Well, luckily I'm not. I'm serious. I feel like we're missing someone important. Fine. Then what's their name? I don't know. Oh! Look at this. Okay. Experienced across 4 routes. Using the game's flowchart menu, you can jump between routes at any time. From time to time, you'll encounter locks in the story that require you to have information from other routes. You can return to the flowchart by pressing the flowchart button beneath the text box. Note, you cannot save and load between routes to progress in the game. Your data will not carry over. Instead, please make use of this flowchart to change routes. As you progress, more sections in the flowchart will become available to you. Good luck and enjoy Start Again. Oh, goodness. Is that... oof, so fun. What are these? Oh, factory entrance to the church. Oh, so I've got to choose? Oh, we're the first carriage. Who is missing? Okay, should I press return? No, so I have to choose. That one's locked. So I can either do the factory entrance, the church, or the first carriage. That one seems fun. Let's do it. The rumbling came from deep within the metal beast, a sound of pure strength of steel and speed faster than a human could ever move. It swayed left and right, slowly, rhythmically, enough to lull one away into a deep sleep. Turning a corner, it hissed, holding on desperately to the tracks laid before it. Perhaps the people inside that metal beast may have stayed soundly asleep if not for the low, mournful dirge of the horn that echoed throughout the chambers. Oh goodness, hello, look at that. That's so pretty. It kind of looks squishy. It kind of looks squishy. Sebastian opened his eyes, his head pounding to a rhythm that seemed to match the swaying of the room he was in. His eyes passed from wall to wall, to the scenery that sped by just outside the windows, and finally to the man who rested his head on his shoulder. Who is that? His hair was unruly, tousled in a way that made Sev think that he'd been asleep for some time. Unconsciously, he reached up to tame his own messy locks. The man's hair... Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That's crazy that I guessed that. If this is even real, I don't know. The man's hair was white and black, almost perfect except for the obvious regrowth one could see from so close. Oh, it's... His head pounded harder as he stared at the man's sleeping face, an electric pain that sat behind his eyes. Mika! Michaeli! Mika, wake up! I can't believe I guessed that. That's so crazy. Sev held on to Michaeli's shoulders, carefully shaking him until his eyes opened drearily. It was somewhat like looking into a mirror to the past. The man named Michaeli looked first around the room before moving on to glance outside the windows at the scenery that passed by in a blur. And lastly, his eyes went to Sebastian. He froze for a moment before wincing his eyes in pain, as if his head was throbbing just the same. Sev? Last time I checked. Sorry, I must have fallen asleep. We were not on a train, if I remember correctly. Sure looks like we're on a train to me. Michaeli sighed before standing from his seat and looking around. Yeah, we're on a train now. But why? Usually, trains are for traveling from one place to another at a decent pace. No shit. Although some would say that trains themselves are becoming obsolete, and there's better methods for traveling from one place to another. Alright, thanks, asshole. There's enough That's enough about trains. Michaeli forcefully covered Sev's mouth with his hand. The sound of muffled words could still be heard clearly, though, which led Michaeli to believe that he was indeed still muttering about trains. Hey, shut up, look. Letting go of his mouth and praying the talk of forms of travel had ceased. Michaeli pulled Sev up to stand beside him before nodding in the direction of a seat further down the carriage. A woman with incredibly light hair sat upright in a seat, her eyes still closed and her breathing steady. The two men inched closer. Her dress was a... Whoa, I can speak. What is that? Okay. Her dress was a deep, dark red, Sitting as she was, she looked more like a doll than a living human. Her skin was pristine, perfect. Her eyelashes, long and dark. Only when Michaeli and Sev were close enough to touch her did they notice that someone else was asleep on her lap. Oh my gosh. A young girl, no older than 7 or 8. Her hair and skin were as equally as perfect and pristine as the lady she rested upon. Together like that, rather than dolls, they seemed like statues. Who are you? Oh, look at her. She's so pretty. Who are you? Automatically, Sev stood in front of Michaeli, shielding him. The woman's voice was cool and calm, but perhaps that only made it more threatening. I can do that. I'm Sebastian. This is Michaeli. We woke up on this train with no idea how you got here. Yeah, you know something about that? Michaeli's voice was tinged with accusation. Mika, it's okay. The currently unnamed woman shook her head, her long hair swaying from side to side with her. Phew. I thought you might have been the one who brought me here, but it doesn't seem like it after all. I could speak. Her voice was so calm and collected only a moment before, finally relaxed, tinged with warmth. Oh, wow, I could speak. Which was so calm and collected only a moment before, finally relaxed, tinged with warmth. My name is Renee. That's how you say that, Renee? She nodded towards the little girl still asleep in her lap. I woke up a short while ago and found this girl crying. I'm not sure who she is. Poor thing. Then wake her up already? But it's probably important if we at least get her name. Right. Renee gently stroked the little girl's hair until her big eyes, finally fluttered open. She sat up and looked at the newcomers wearily, her eyes dashing from Renee back to the two unknown men as if asking if they were safe. Renee nodded to her. Yeah, look at them. Did you also get brought here? Brought here? I remember someone carrying me here. Well, that's not a good sign. Sev knelt down so he could be on the same level as the young girl. Hey, it's gonna be okay. We'll work out why we're here and you can go home to your family, okay? But first, why don't you tell me your name? My name's Sebastian, but you can call me Sev. That's Michaeli, you can call him Michaeli. He secretly likes it if you call him Mika. Don't tell him I told you. Michaeli looked away, a tinge of pink on his cheeks. And we just met Renee. You and Renee are friends, right? She nodded furiously. My name is Nini. Well, it's nice to meet you, Nini. You two seem to know each other pretty well. Of course, Mika and I go way back. We happened to live next to each other growing up and happened to go to the same school and happened to be in the same class every year. Then we happened to go to the same high school and the same college. Either he was stalking me or the universe was telling me we were meant to be friends. I'm not a stalker. Sure, but the evidence points to I'm not a I'm not a stalker. End of story. Alright, sure. He leaned in close to Nini and fake whispered in her ear, "Careful, he might be a stalker." uh. Nini giggled and Renee seemed to brighten up too. "Attention, passengers. The timer has now begun. You have 2 hours to escape before the train is decimated. Good luck." Did anyone else hear that? Decimated? What does that word mean? Well, that's destroyed completely and utterly. That can't be serious. 2 hours to escape a moving train or we'll die? This isn't a movie. We're going to die? No, of course not. We're not going to die. A silence befell the group. This can't be real, can it? Just as that thought crossed Sev's mind, the carriage began to sway more heavily, wheels screeching on the tracks. What's that number on the wall? Projected on the wall was a time, the seconds ticking by. 1 hour, 57 minutes. Screw this. If we need to escape, then let's just do it the easy way. In an instant, McKaylee broke the security glass on the fire extinguisher and picked up the heavy metal object. He brought it to his side, then swung hard, smashing the window. Or at least that's what he expected to happen. Instead, the fire extinguisher simply bounced right off the glass. Not even a scratch graced its surface. Say you did manage to break the glass, then what? Are you gonna jump from a moving train? Of course not. I was still working out that part of the plan. The carriage is really starting to shake. I know the guy said we had 2 hours and all, but, do you think there's any chance this carriage will, be decimated before then? Quite possibly. For now, I think we should take that voice seriously and play along. Then the only way forward is that door. McKaylee and Sev rushed to the door and tried the handle. The lock clicked, not moving an inch. Anyone happen to wake up with a key in their pocket? Wouldn't that be convenient? Hey, what's this? Next to the door was a panel with a screen and a keyboard. It needs a password. Password, of course it does. None of you signed us all up for an amnesiac escape game, right? That would be much more fun. Let's search the cabin. There must be something around. Nini, would you like to look around with me? Yes. Renee took her hand gently, and they began to search between the seats. I don't have any debts. I try not to make enemies, yet I still end up in a place like this. Maybe it'll be fun. Oh, maybe we're actually on a TV show, and at the end, someone will jump out and say it's all a prank. Yeah, of course, a very elaborate setup for a TV show. By now the carriage had begun shaking quite violently. The noise it made was one of pure terror, of steel screeching against steel, ready to break away at any moment. Sev quickly went to work searching on the chairs, on the floor, on the walls, but found little of anything. Not only that, but everything was polished and clean, something you would never usually see on public transport. Was this made just for us? Hey, Sev, look. Something came flying through the air, aimed directly at Sebastian's head. With instincts so honed, he moved quickly to catch it, and quite obviously missed because his instincts weren't honed at all. And honestly, he would usually prefer to sit at home in his pajamas and play video games than do anything that would hone his instincts. A bag of something hit him across the face before falling into his lap. Marshmallows? Aw, Mika, you shouldn't have. Remember that camping trip we went on in school? The one where the raccoon broke into our tent and ate all your cereal? Hey, don't laugh. I didn't get to eat any cereal that whole trip. That's what you get. Why? You should have offered the raccoon something to eat in the first place. Maybe he wouldn't have resorted to stealing. I don't know why I bothered asking. Anyway, why don't we toast these marshmallows? I think we're lacking a key element of roasting marshmallows. That's what you think, but take a look at this. From his pocket, Michaeli pulled out a packet of matches. Oh, we can light the train on fire and roast marshmallows until we're decimated then. Maybe after we escape. Good idea. I think I found something. Michaeli and Sev turned around to the little girl, in her arms with a briefcase that looked gigantic when held by her, but regular-sized once Sev took it from her. Luckily, it opened with ease. Inside was a single newspaper clipping. 4 die in a train accident that completely decimates the area. Well, if that's not encouraging, I don't know what is. I'm scared. It'll be okay. Sev here might be an idiot, but you can depend on the rest of us. That's right, Mika is so dependable. But moving on from that, there must be some kind of clue here. This is all you guys found in the entire carriage? I found marshmallows. Is this all you guys found of use in the entire carriage? I believe so. I didn't find anything else. Then this is it. Let's take a look carefully. Find the hidden 7 code word somewhere in the newspaper. Click on any letter and add the code. If you need another hint, click the hint button. Okay. Oh, goodness. Okay. 4 dead in train accident that decimates the area. Oh! Whoa. Okay. Shortly after 4:14 p.m. on the 27th of December, a train carrying flammable materials crashed. Unfortunately, everyone on board was killed on impact. Rather than call for help, it's assumed that those on board tried to reach the engine room before rampaging the train. Very soon after, it crashed, decimating the area. It's believed that no one else was harmed due to the explosion. Volunteers are currently searching the area. Exactly why it crashed is still unknown. Yikes. Okay. Okay, well. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, well. No. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have too many numbers if it's gonna be a number. Well. Does it let you? Oh, it does let you. I don't even know what could be anything for this. I'm gonna do a hint. Pay careful attention of how each sentence begins. Okay. Shortly. Unfortunately. Rather. Very. It's the. Oh, survive. Okay. I thought we could only click 4 things. That's why I was confused. The code is survive. Survive. Right. The first letter to every sentence. How clever. A little ironic when they're putting us through a death game, but whatever. The carriage swayed side to side, shaking as if it's on its last legs. Quickly, let's try the code. Sev dropped the briefcase and newspaper clipping and rushed to the door. The panel beside it stood waiting, blank, ready for the magic word that would open the way to the next carriage. Oh goodness. Survive. I'm so glad I know how to spell survive. The door begins slowly opening with a creak. Michaeli couldn't be that patient. With all his strength mustered, he forced the door open faster, pulling Sev, Renee, and Nini through. Just in time, behind them, the carriage broke free from its restraints. Oh my gosh! Sparks flew around as it tipped, teetered, and rolled back down the cliff that sat just behind the precariously placed track. The four stood in dread, eyes fixed on the spot they had been standing just moments before, in its place a sheer drop. Love that. Oh, look at this one. Did the train just... Yep, it just got... Don't say it. Decimated. I love that. Hey, she said it, not me. Nini clung tight to Renee, shaking. So, not only do we have a 2-hour time limit, there's also some unknown limit on each carriage. That doesn't seem very fair. Nothing about this is fair. Why us? What did we do to deserve this? Apart from Nini, does anyone remember anything about how they got here? Nothing. I can't even remember what I was doing before this. Neither. Have they messed with our memories then? If you start questioning our memories, then where does that stop? We could all have done something bad and this is our punishment and we just don't remember. One of us could have been the person who put us here and we don't remember. Hell, you and I might even be strangers, Sev. Anything could be possible. I guess so. For now, why don't we focus on getting out of here? And how exactly does moving from carriage to carriage help us with escaping? Oh, sorry, What do you know? What do you know something we don't? No, it's not that. Then why even bother suggesting it? McKaylee, stop it. Well, it's... Oh. It's a fuck ton more helpful than you've been, isn't it? Oh my gosh. Slowly, Sev reached down and covered Nini's ears, who was looking around the group curiously. Renee's air of sophistication, of careful, cool words had dissipated, and under it was a heat filled with anger. Do you think I want to be stuck here? No, I don't. Do you think I want to do this? Oh, no, of course not. But we all watched what happened to the last carriage. Do you want to just sit around and wait for that to happen to us? Well, no. I'm so tired of this already. Nini gingerly pulled away from Sev's hand and opened her mouth to speak. If we get to the front of the train, wouldn't there be an engine room? Where else would the conductor sit? Then can't we just turn it off? Right. Then I suggest we start looking around. Renee turned on her heels and left. I think you should apologize. Me? Why? You made her kinda upset. She's stuck here like the rest of us. Ugh. Fine, whatever. McKaylee walked after her, leaving Sev alone with a curious-looking Nini. Shall we take a look around together, little lady? Nini sprung from her place and wrapped her arms quickly around Sev. Whoa there, something wrong? Mr. Sebastian, are you scared? Just call me Sev. I'm not that old, you know. And yeah, I am. Don't tell McKaylee, though. He might just laugh at me. How can you be scared but still keep going? Because there's no other choice. When you're scared, do you want to run away? To curl up into a ball and cry? Yes, because I'm much weaker than you. No, I feel the same. You're a weak, scaredy cat, too? Ouch. That's right. You know, true strength isn't about being scared. It's about being scared but persevering. And you're persevering. You're strong, and we'll get out of here, all four of us together. Thank you, Sevi. Sevi, that's a new one. Why do you go by Sev and not Seb, though? It sounds cooler. Maybe your full name is actually Sebastian. Now that would strike fear into the hearts of my enemies. You have enemies? Oh no, it's just... Could they have brought us here? She's too pure. Maybe. Guess we better stay on our toes, huh? Sevi, Mika is your friend and not your enemy, right? Yeah, we've always been friends. Where did you two meet? Oh, that's easy. Sebastian's head throbbed once again, the pain running down to his ears and neck. We met. We met. We met. Where was it again? Kaylee and I. Are you okay? Yeah. I'm sorry. We met in school. Hey, Sev, Nini, come here. What is it? We searched the rest of the carriage, but all we found was this closed door. But when we turned back around, the door was open. The room was small. The inside was dark. There looked to be enough room for a single person to stand in there. You sure it's not a toilet? Why would you... Oh, why? You need to go? Not really. You want to go together? Shut up and stop being weird. As they bickered back and forth, Seb with a smile on his face, and McKaylee with an angry blush, a screen turned on within the room. I'll take a look. Hey, wait. As soon as Seb stepped in the room, the door slid shut behind him and locked with a click. Oh, goodness. Ah, shit. He banged his fist against the door, no response. Pulled on the handle, nothing. Then it has to be this, my secret skill. He took a few steps back, quite literally 2 steps, considering the size of the room, and stared dead on at the door. You're done. Before running at the door at full speed. Guess that didn't work either. All it did was make his entire body ache. Let's take a look at this screen then, shall we? Huh. Looks like there's a question on there. What's your favorite food? What the hell? Is there some kind of pervert running this thing? Just want to use the chance to get to know me, huh? Start with an easy question, then start asking me about where I live, what I'm wearing, all that kind of stuff. Fine, I'll play along. Oh goodness. Am I supposed to know this? Or am I supposed to guess? Marshmallows? Marshmallows? I don't know if I'm supposed to know this or guess. If you were an animal, which would you be? Snail. Snail. How good looking would you rate yourself? As him or as myself? Sebastian has definitely given off confident vibes, so he would probably do 10 out of 10. What's your lucky number? 6. That's my lucky number. As Sav typed in his final answer, the screen went black and the door finally slid open. Enjoy, pervert. Oh my gosh. Light poured into the dark room, stinging his eyes. Phew. Are you okay? Did they do anything bad to you in there? Did they probe you? Hey, little girls should know about probing. I'm fine, I just got asked some questions. Where's Mika? Gailey stood a distance away, looking out a window quietly. Did something happen? When I looked away, unsure what to say. Hey, that rhymes. Look there. Nini pointed to the wall where a panel had slid away to reveal a monitor. We had to answer questions about you. Oh, so that's what happened. Well, lucky I went in then, huh? You had Mika, self-proclaimed Sebastian stalker, to answer them for you. Haha. Actually, when the door first closed, I tried my special trick. Want to know what that is? Every glass door I've owned, I've accidentally ran through. I thought maybe my ability to break doors would work here, but it was no good. Is everything alright? I couldn't answer a single one. Wait, not even one? I mean, I guess I could understand if you messed up on 1 or 2, but, no need to feel bad. This is stressful for all of us, right? Your brain probably switched off or something. More than usual, that is. Where McKaylee would usually react to Seb's poorly timed joke, he looked away. Don't feel bad, it's okay. I guess so. Mika, you go in, I'll handle the answers, okay? Seb looked up to the remaining time. 1 hour, 20 minutes remained. The carriage had already begun to sway and shake. Sure. The door shut behind McKaylee as he walked into the room. For some reason, at that moment, his back seemed especially small and fragile. Are you worried about him, Sevi? He'll be alright. He always is. I have his back. He's lucky to have you. I'm lucky to have him. My gosh. Here we go. He's starting to answer the questions. Look. Oh goodness. Oh no. Oh no. I don't know. Probably like blue? Let's say blue. Blue. Confirm. Dream of visiting. Oh goodness. Oh no. Uh, Hawaii? I don't know. Why? Hawaii. How old is McKaylee? Oh no. Probably like they've graduated college, I think. Like 25? Maybe? What is McKaylee's middle name? Oh no. I'm so bad at names. Oh gosh. Dan. The color had long drained out of Sev's face. It was as if the answer was there, somewhere rattling around his brains, but he couldn't quite grasp them. Or were they never there in the first place? Hell, you and I might even be strangers, Sev. Sebastian? Ah! At some point, the door had slid open and McKaylee stepped out. Seeing the look on Sev's face, he couldn't help but feel disappointed. It's like my memories are all fuzzy. The numbers say 1 hour left. We're running out of time. Nini, listen to me. I want you to go in there and answer the questions as simply as possible, okay? But what if I don't know how to spell something? You'll be okay. You're a smart girl. Just try your best. Can't ask any more of you than that. Okay. Before anyone could argue, Renee had already guided Nini to the room, and the door had slid shut behind her. One by one, the answers started popping up on the screen. Renee considered each carefully, taking her time to answer each attentively. Minutes later, the door to the room slid open for the final time, and Nini bounded out. Did I do okay? Renee smiled warmly, gently stroking her hair. You did fantastically. Look, the screen's changed. On it was a simple word. Live. Live? I would say that's our continue to continue. Whoa. That's our continue to continue. I would say that's our code to continue, Sev. Would you do the honor? Yeah. Quickly, the group approached the door, and Sev poised his fingers above the keypad. I guess live. The door opened wide with a groan, much faster than the last one. Nini and Renee led the way, and Sev followed after them. Mika? Sorry. There's nothing to... Before he could finish the sentence, the ground below McKaylee let out a roar as it began to rip away from the rest of the train. McKaylee! Oh, thank goodness. Sev reached out and grabbed the man, holding onto his arm tight and pulling him to the next carriage, just in time. Thank goodness. Shit. You don't need to say you're sorry to me. We're friends. There's no need for that. Not between us. Sorry. Sev's grip on McKaylee had tightened without him even realizing. The two were so close together they could feel each other's breath. Are you two alright? Sev let go of McKaylee's arm and quickly stepped away, for some reason embarrassed. McKaylee's actions mirrored as his face started deep in 3 shades of red. Renee, what was that about? Do you two actually know each other? Sev motioned towards Nini. How she'd been able to guess each answer didn't seem right. Nini shook her head furiously. I don't know. I don't think so. For some reason I just knew. Maybe because she was a child, it was easy to guess. Fine, I'll believe you for now. But if there's anything you're not telling us that could help, then I wish you would say. There's nothing else to say. I don't know anything. I wish I had the answer for you, but I'm just as confused as you are. Fine, McKaylee. Sev turned to speak to McKaylee, whoa. But he'd already left with Nini to search around the carriage. Ha, lovers quarrel? Do we look like lovers? Maybe. He doesn't feel that way about me. Well, how do you feel about him? Is this a dating show or are we fighting for our lives right now? Just making conversation. We're both just a little confused. It's no big deal. You'll sort it out. You always do. Right? Yeah, right. Then why? Why is it that when I think back on all the years we spent together, it's all so fuzzy? You should go talk to him. There's nothing worse than words left unsaid. There will come a time when you don't get the chance to say them anymore. Thanks, Renee, and sorry for the interrogation earlier. Renee shook her head and smiled warmly. You can never be too careful. I trust you, so I hope you can trust me. Yeah. Sev turned around away from Renee and cast his eyes over the new carriage. Compared to the other two, which looked suspiciously more like regular pedestrian trains, this carriage was somewhat more bare. If there were ever seats, they'd been long ripped out. It seemed more like a carriage designed to carry cargo. I guess in this case, were the cargo. 2 doors sat on either wall, leading to places yet unknown. It seemed like neither Nini nor McKaylee had opened either door yet, and were most likely caught up with chatting while searching around the new space. Sev rubbed at his back awkwardly as he stepped closer to the two who were crouched down. Surprisingly, Nini had a smile on her face while McKaylee was looking flustered. Don't worry, Mika. You must still be sleepy after waking up. It's okay to forget some things sometimes. My name is McKaylee. Like, there was this one time my brother accidentally forgot me at the park, but he said it was an accident and they came back later. And my grandma, when I stayed with her for a while, because mommy and daddy wanted me to go away, she accidentally left me at the supermarket, but I found the way back. Wait, this happened more than once? And then my dad, Anyway, it doesn't matter, as long as Sevi is important to you. Then, don't you think everything will be okay? Maybe what's in your head doesn't matter as much as what's in your heart. Talking about me? Arrgh. McKaylee jumped with so much enthusiasm, Sev wouldn't have been surprised if he had hit his head on the ceiling. Now who's the stalker? I mean, it's a pretty small space. Not really many places I can go. I can speak, I swear. Then you're an eavesdropper. That I can't deny. For your information, no, we weren't talking about you. Really? It sounded suspiciously like Nini was giving you love advice. Love? Shut up. Go away. Just fall out of the train already, okay? Alright, fine. If that's what you want. Sev started walking backwards, straight towards the door that led to a straight drop. Well, it was nice knowing you, Mika. You too, Nini. No, Sevy, don't. Ignore him. He just wants attention. Boo-hoo. No one loves me. I love you. Oh, aren't you a cutie? Much cuter than Mika. That's not hard. And my name's McKaylee? Mika. McKaylee. Mika. Mikhail. Michael. I'm gonna push you out of the carriage myself. Fine, McKaylee. Somehow that sounds worse. Fine. Then let's stick with Mika. Nini, can I ask you something? Mm-hmm. You said you remembered someone bringing you here, didn't you? Kind of. Can you tell me more? I don't really. It's, like their face was kind of blurry. Then I fell asleep. It's strange you're the only person who remembers anything. Nini shook her head, expressing how confused she was about it herself. It's okay, though. What about Renee, guessing all of your answers back there? Are you sure you've never met? I don't know. I don't remember her, but maybe. No need to stress. We'll work it out. Did you two find anything? Nothing. There's nothing whatsoever that would give the code in here. It must be in those rooms. Would you have it checked yet? Well, have you checked them? I guess not. Then shall we? Nini, let's check this room together, okay? Why don't we all just look together? Renee didn't answer. She simply winked back at McKaylee. You know when they split up in horror movies, people turn up dead. Don't scare Nini. Don't worry, I'm not scared. She opened the door, which seemed to lead to some kind of cabin, before closing it between the two of them. I don't know how this how this train looks, because don't they usually just look straight? But there's cabin. You know what? I'm not even gonna question it. Wanna go check it out? Yeah. We don't have much time left. Sev and McKaylee both glanced up at the time. 40 minutes remained. We can't be far from the engine room now. You know, the longest train in the world carried 682 cars. Why do you know that? That is not helping. I'm just saying, we could be really far away from the engine room. Yeah, I got what you're saying. I'm telling you not to say it. Aye aye, Captain. But we're not on a ship. Shut up and get in here. Oh wow, it's a bedroom. The room inside was cramped, as to be expected of such a small space, but immaculate. It seemed as if as if two men had stepped into another world when compared to the bleakness of the carriage just beyond the door. Fresh roses sat on the desk. Even from a distance, McKaylee could smell them. Not fake. I suppose we haven't been stuck in here for too long, at least. McKaylee let go of Sev after pulling him into the room and turned his back to the brown-haired man. There's gotta be something in here somewhere. There looks to be many things in here. Don't make me clarify. Obviously, I mean something useful. Well, I'm in here. You need to get your hearing checked. I didn't say something useless. Ouch. Hey, I know you love me, really. I do not. No need to deny it. You're literally the biggest asshole I've ever met. What a compliment. Which is strange, because you're also the nicest person I've ever met. You're such a weirdo. Kaylee, do you promise you don't remember how we got here? I already told you. The last thing I remember, I think, we're on our way to the cinema? That movie you wanted to see came out. The cinema, but last thing I remember. His head throbbed, pounded desperately, trying to stop him from thinking. Weren't we going somewhere? On the way to the airport? Airport? I don't remember anything like that. Who are you? Who am I? Do we even really know each other? Are you lying to me? Are memories not real? Ugh. Holding his head, Sev fell to the wooden floor. Sev, are you okay? I'm fine. You're not fine. Come on, let me get you under the bed. What? There's no time. There's no point in getting off this stupid train if you kill yourself along the way. Kaylee quickly helped Sev to his feet, then to the bed. It was ridiculously comfortable, more so than any train bed had any right to be. Thanks, Mika. Do we really know each other? What? You said it before. If they mess with our memories, we could be total strangers. Is that what you think? That everything we have is make-believe? I don't know. I really don't know. That really hurts, you know. Ah! Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Wait, what's happening? Is this real or not? Oh my gosh. You're trying to tell me that every memory we have together is fake? Before Sev could react, McKaylee had already pulled him backward onto the bed and wrapped his thin arms around him. My 9th birthday party? The one where you accidentally lit your shirt on fire? When we graduated high school and you tripped over in that puddle? Yeah, after my mom died and you stayed with me for a week, I didn't mean none of that is real. I'm sorry. What did you say about there being no need for sorries between us? I don't want you to say sorry, I just want you to say you're wrong. Mika, I'm never wrong. Sebastian. Now I'm in trouble. I have to be wrong then, because I don't want any of that to be fake at all. But if I'm right, and we really are two strangers, then does it matter? What? What was it that Nini said to you? What's in your head doesn't matter as much as what's in your heart. Kinda cheesy, but I wanna die after hearing Oh, kinda cheesy and I wanna die after hearing that said in my own voice, but she's a smart kid. Mika, even if we got out of here and found out we'd never met, that something with our memories isn't right, then I wouldn't care. We can just make new memories together, right? My dogs. It's purple. Huh? My favorite color is purple. No, I said blue! I'm so sorry. Oh, wait. Notepad? Okay. Oh, oh, what? Whoa, okay. M purple. This is so I can't spell. Oh goodness. Wait, how do you spell purple? Oh my god. Am I stupid? Wait, hang on. I got this. Wait, okay, hang on. I'm gonna type it down. Okay, I know how to spell purple. Oh my gosh. Oh, I need to make it smaller. I got this. Okay, there we go. Close. Cool. I want to visit Iceland and see an Arctic fox. Okay. Purple. Ice. Land. Oh gosh. This is horrible. It's okay. It's readable. I'm 23. My middle name is Julian. Oh my gosh. So much information. 23. Middle name Julian. Does that spell right? Yes. Okay. What else do you need to know? You don't need to tell me everything at once. All at once. We'll have the rest of our lives to work it out, right? Sebastian, I need to tell you something. It's important. So can you not be an idiot for just 1 minute? Yeah. The truth is well, it's that I kind of, look, I'm in, what? What? Oh my gosh. Sevi Mika. Oh. Renee quickly covered both of Nini's eyes. She flailed around trying to trying to be free of her hands. As McKaylee and Seb both jumped out of bed, Renee instantly turned around, either truly embarrassed or fading it enough to be believable. Are you two decent? We never weren't. Really? It seemed to me that you were canoodling in bed together. It's not like that. Of course not. Nini, go back to the other room. But we'll be there in a second. The two men waited patiently as Nini left, and the room was filled with silence. Whether she would scold them or not, they weren't sure, but they felt like two schoolboys in trouble. Sorry, I realized we don't have time to be wasting. What? I'm not upset. You're not? She shook her head. A gentle smile rose to her face. I'm happy to see the two of you, well, happy. Together. I've just been worried, you know? About what? It's hard to explain, but seeing the two of you fighting makes me feel upset, I guess? Come on, we found something in the other room. Renee left first, leaving McKaylee and Seb alone with only her words as company. She's actually really nice, isn't she? I'm not gonna lie, I thought she was about to put us both in our places. We didn't do anything wrong, apart from waste valuable time. That's fine sometimes, I guess. Maybe more fine when our lives don't hang in the balance. Oh, before we go, what were you about to say? It's nothing important. It can wait till we get out of here. Let's catch up with Renee and Nini. Then. Oh, it's another bedroom. Oh, looks like the lovebirds are finished. Renee, what's a lovebird? It means, you see, Nini, a lovebird is actually a type of parrot that's native to forest and savanna. He's such a nerd. I love him. Right, that is definitely what I meant. What did you find? You need to show it to Mika? With an exasperated sigh, Michaeli took a small piece of paper from Nini. It seemed to have some strange symbol on it. Or at least, a bit of a strange symbol. It seemed to be one piece of 4. I can't really tell what it is from such a small piece. Is it really the code to open the door? What if it's just some trash? Do you find anything better to look into while you're canoodling? I don't canoodle. And I especially don't canoodle with him. Mika, you're breaking my heart here. Oh, my bad. I didn't realize you were born with one. Mika, you're so funny. Thanks. I am pretty funny, aren't I? Much less funny when you say it to yourself. It's like laughing at your own joke. You should be your own #1 fan. Ooh. Nini's eyes were filled with wonder. If she had a notepad and a pencil, she definitely would have written down what he just said. Wait, what did he just say? Wait. Oh, goodness. I don't know what he just said. What did he just say? You know what? I'm streaming this. Can I just look? I probably can. 1 second. 1 second, guys. I have a bad memory. Oh no. I don't know what he just said. Can I even check? Oh well, I'll watch this later and I'll write it down. Oopsies. Oh wait. Wait. No, never mind. Okay. Oh well. I'll figure it out later. And I'll write it down in my own notepad. Whoa, that was actually kind of cool. I'll direct your eyes to the time we have left. 25 minutes. Oh my gosh. 25 minutes and we don't know how much longer we have to go. Yeah, hurry up, you guys. The other pieces must be in here somewhere. Let's take a look. Oh. The bed in this room was still in pristine condition, perfectly made and awaiting for someone much too rich. Unlike the bed in the other cabin, which is a disheveled mess after we... What are you muttering about over there? Something Nini shouldn't be hearing, I think. It's fine. She's over to the other side of the room. I was just comparing this bed, so perfectly made, to the one in the other room. After Michaeli pushed me down onto it, his strength was immense. Oh, that is not what happened. It is quite literally what happened. You wish I'd push you down on the bed. Sev shrugged in response, which only furthered Michaeli's annoyance. How about you stop chatting so much and get searching? Your laid-backness is starting to make me mad. He's right. You do seem very calm. Oh no, I'm panicking pretty bad right now. I just usually make jokes to cover it up. It's my way of dealing with shit, I guess. Right, fair. So easily accepted. Oh, here, I found another one. Renee pulled a piece of paper out from the pillowcase and showed off to the others. Yay, Renee! What are you guys talking about over there anyways? Rainbows, unicorns, all that good stuff. Oh, I want to join in. Maybe when you're a little older, Nini. Okay, now the chair. A comfortable-looking chair sat beside a small table. On top of it, absolutely nothing that interested Sev in the slightest. Still, he searched around the area and came up with nothing. Until he felt under the table, where a piece of paper was taped to it. Who does that? Tape something to the bottom of a table? Whoever put us here, obviously. Touché. The desk to the right of the room was relatively bare, minus the large bunch of bruises and all. While Michaeli busied himself over the other side of the room, Sev quickly checked the drawers. A Bible? Does anyone actually read hotel Bibles? A notepad? Hey, Nini could have used this a minute ago. And something that was sticky to the touch that Sev wanted to try to forget instantly. Ew. What are you touching? Ew. I don't want to know. I don't want to think about it. I'm going to expel this from my mind. This memory from my mind and never use this hand to eat again. Well, while you were busy fingering that unknown substance, look what I found. Looking awfully proud of himself, Michaeli held up held a slip of paper between his fingers. Yeah, oh, by the way, look at this. Sev held out his hand while when Michaela peered in closer, trying to find what he was looking for, he wiped his palm against the dull-haired boy's face. Ew. What the hell are you doing? There, now I've fingered the unknown substance, and you've had it all over your face. We match. You just wait, Sebastian. Karma will get to you. And if it doesn't, I will. I think that's everything. The group gathered around the small coffee table and set their scraps of paper down. Sev quickly rearranged them until they formed a certain pattern. A QR code? Does anyone have a phone? I don't own one. I think mine was taken. Oh, should I have done that? Oh, I have mine. Pass it here. What's your passcode? 7295. 7295. I'm writing that down. I don't care if I'm not supposed to. 7295. That seems important. Got it. Let's try scanning this, shall we? A website popped up for a company Sev hadn't ever even heard of. On it was a single word. Together. It's together. Come on, let's go. Maybe I should have done that. Once again, the group rushed towards the still locked door. Together. What? The door should have opened for them, brought them just a little closer to their freedom, but instead nothing happened. Wait, I'm sure this was it. Something's wrong. At this moment, the light in their cabin flickered out before coming back a second later. A grating, metallic sound came from the other side of the carriage. Ah! Look, a button. Weird, why would this one need a button when the rest just all opened? Do you think this is the last door? They glanced up at the remaining time. 7 minutes and 30 seconds? I hope so. Go wait at the door, I'll open it. Sev, I have a bad feeling about... It's fine. Stop being such a worrywart. Sev hit the button, and the door instantly opened. Unlike all the others beforehand, which had gone at a speed comparable to a snail, this was almost immediate. See, I told you so. I guess. The train shook back and forth, and the groan becoming almost deafening. But as soon as Sev's hand came off the button, it closed again. If anyone had been in the hallway between the rooms, they would have gotten cut in half. Oh my gosh. There's something wrong with this button. Wait, that can't be right. Renee ran over the button and pressed it herself. It opened and then instantly closed again. The timer on the wall hit 5 minutes remaining. It didn't make a sound, not a tick to be heard. Yet the group felt like every second that went down sounded awfully heavy. It shouldn't be like this. The power shortage. It must have messed with the button when the lights... No. Shit, shipped. Nini, come with me. We need to search the next room now for any way to stop this train. Michaela, you come too. Michaela frowned and shook his head. I'm not going anywhere without him. Fine, quickly, Nini. The two girls ran through the door to the room beyond. It's the engine room. Is there a way to stop this thing? No, all the controls are locked down. I think the door needs to be closed. I'll open the door for you three to go through and stop the train. It'll be fine. Are you insane? This carriage is going to go at any second. If we keep going, you'll be gone before we can stop it. Kaylee, it'll be fine. Just trust me. Stop being so damn calm for 1 second. Sev, this isn't a joke. This is a matter of life or death. At some point, Sev's hands started to shake. He stared down at them, willing them to stop, but they wouldn't. At this point, they couldn't. Mika, I know what's at risk here. But if there's a choice between risking myself or watching you die, what do you think I'd pick? I'm not losing you. Just go already before we're out of time. For once, you say something that makes sense. Between risking myself and watching you die, there's no choice whatsoever. Renee. I'm so sorry, Michaeli, Sev. Michaeli rushed forward and grabbed Sev by the shoulder, catching him off guard enough to push him away and into the Renee. He slammed his fist against the button while Renee dragged Seb towards the door. Wait, what are you doing? Kaylee, stop. I can't. I'm sorry. And I'm sorry for saying sorry again. Oh my gosh, no. Seb, in case we never see each other again, I promise me you'll remember this. I'm really in the... Oh my gosh. No. Seb slammed his fist against the door as hard as he could, so hard that skin began to break and the metal was dyed red. Please, Mika. He sank to his knees, his fist never leaving the door. Quickly, Nini, start pressing buttons. Which ones? All of them. Why? Why did you... He really cared for you, you know that? Earlier, he made me promise that if anything happened to him, I would help you escape. You can't die, not here. Her last sentence was nothing more than a whisper. Warning, 10 seconds remaining. Shit, which one is it? This one. As Nini's hand slammed down on the button, the speeding scenery outside the window began to slow. 7 seconds. The swaying began to falter. 5 seconds. The screeching quieted. 2 seconds. The train finally halted in place. Congratulations, you have escaped. We did it. We need to open the door, Mika. I'm sorry, you didn't deserve this. The door of the previous carriage opened, but beyond it, instead of facing... Want to know some train facts? See the sun rise on a new day. Cool. But beyond it, instead of facing the inside of the steel beast, the sky was beginning to break over the horizon. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Anyways, I think I'm going to end it there. I'm gonna save, and I'm gonna end it there. So thank you for watching, and goodbye.